This right here has been the best toolkit that I've ever purchased for my bikes. I'm gonna show you why. I've had this product for over 4 years and I've used it on just about every bike that I've owned since then. Honestly, this has been a game changer because it lets me work on my bikes myself. Now, sometimes it's cheaper to buy a box than it is to do your own maintenance, and sometimes it's not. Honestly, yeah, pick your own battles. Now, I'm gonna show you what's inside of this. I've had it for 4 years, and I'll be honest, I haven't used everything, but a lot of things I have used. Pretty much things on this side I've used more than things on this side, but let me show you what it comes with, which is really helpful. It comes with an actual list of what's included. Honestly, this helps because sometimes you can just look at something and it'll tell you what it's for in the name. Cable cutters, chain wear indicator, things like that. And if you're having a little trouble figuring this out, how it works also, the actual link on Amazon that I bought it from, which it hasn't changed price since I bought it, actually has a video showing what each tool does, and I gotta admit, that's really helpful. And since I don't want to focus on this, I'm just gonna throw this aside and show you what you get. One thing I do know is that you're gonna have a couple of bike snobs here and there that are gonna tell you that they buy Bark Tool stuff, and while it's great and everything, one thing I noticed is that for the price, I don't think Bark Tool comes with a lifetime warranty. Honestly, a lot of tool companies have one. If they do, then I'm sorry, but I just didn't see it in the listing, so I kind of moved on to find something cheaper. Honestly, you kind of get what you get with sometimes when you buy something cheaper, but a lot of times what I think is that you could just replace things for the cost of a new one, honestly. It's not like you're buying Snap-on stuff. You know you're paying about 3 times what it's probably worth elsewhere, but with Snap-on, like I said, you get a lifetime warranty, so if you place it 3 times in your lifetime, the tool's paid for itself. But I do want to focus on some of the cooler things that are on here. Now for me, probably the coolest and most useful tool that I have in here is all the way at the bottom. And it's this. Let me just get some of this stuff out of the way, it's this torque wrench. Honestly, it has Newton meters on it. Honestly, I've used it any time that I needed torque values, with the exception of wheels, because it was about 40 Newton meters. This one goes up to 24, if I can get that to focus on there real quick. 24, and pretty much that's probably what you're gonna need for most things. It has the attachments for it, which is also cool. Now I've used this on cheaper bikes too, things like this to pull this is a crank puller tool actually. Now there's a lot of standard everyday use tools and some things that aren't useful, like I never use this. I think these are for internal bottom brackets. If I get the list back we can see it, but it hasn't been that useful. Things like this, super useful when you go through tires all the time, because these are the tools you would actually use to pull the old tires off. Things like these are useful, so you can actually adjust the chain as needed. Had to use that a ton. The cable cutter is probably the most used tool here, right after the torque wrench. I cannot tell you how many times that torque wrench has saved me from something. It's been pretty useful, and this is only $200. If I had spent $200 on Bark Tool tools, I mean, I don't have to tell anybody that tools can be very expensive, especially depending on the brand of tools you're buying. I know, as I mentioned, I know some people prefer the Bark tools because they just want to go with what everybody's going with online. I'm just gonna tell you right now, that's not me at all, man. Sometimes tools are expensive, and I can't justify a tool for like one thing for such an expense, and this toolkit here does so much. Now, things like these right here, they're more on the expensive side, but I needed them for a specific job. I got them done, and they've been sitting in this box since I've used this. Of course, there are gonna be times where I need to use it again, and the way I think about it is, I'll ask a local bike shop how much it is to do it there, if they can give me a quote, and the way I'll try to justify it for myself, if buying the tools and learning how to do it myself is cheaper than actually doing it at a bike shop, I'll probably try to learn. And now I have these tools also to go with them instead of the one job. So if I ever need to, which I don't know when the next time I'm going to replace a fork is going to be, but I know how to do it now, and I know how to get it done, and I have all the tools to go with it. Also, sometimes you might know people who have their own mountain bikes and they want to do the same project, so it never hurts to tell people that you have the tools if you want. You could charge them for a rent if you want. You could let them borrow it for free. It's your choice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I will tell you that these Bark Tool tools were more expensive than the Bikehand version, but the difference is that you know they're going to work. You know they're going to be good. You know they're going to last. And I'll be honest, this whole kit too being as cheap as it was, has also lasted. Now, I know a lot of times people show videos like this and they'll show you using the tools and whatnot, and I might include that in edits here and there, but I mean, I'm not gonna use them here because I'll be honest, I've been using them. They've been used in like the past 4 years. If you notice in the videos, there's probably gonna be a Bikehand logo on something. Do I have more tools than this? Yeah, I have more tools than this. I just wanna emphasize that this is what I started to learn how to work on a bike with. This had everything that you need to start with. It doesn't have everything you're gonna need, but like I said, specialty tools can be bought separately, you know? Things aren't always gonna be available to buy when you need them. And I gotta say, like, for what I paid for, I think I got more than my value. Then, you know, basically I got my money's worth. I think that this has been a lasting set. It's got everything I need. Honestly, everything is very well machined, very well put together. And I do like when they have boxes like this, or in this case, case, where everything fits perfectly in a spot. So whenever you're putting stuff away, you're gonna notice if something's not there. You're gonna notice that something might have broken off. It's been pretty useful. I'm gonna keep using it. I'm probably gonna use it until something snaps in half. Will I have to replace tools? Probably eventually. Even good, machined, lifetime warranty stuff breaks. And I gotta say that this has been so useful to me. It's saved me a ton of money in bike shop repairs. You know, I got a meowing cat here. And it's been fun learning how to work on bikes here and there. Now I'm hoping next week we're kind of done with this heat wave. Things aren't as bad as before and I can go back outside. It's supposed to be 105 today. I was gonna go riding and then I didn't because I didn't want to melt on the trail. But hopefully this is the last week of this. We can actually get some riding up going, show off some of the things that I've done to certain bikes, certain things that I need to do to certain bikes, and we'll just see. Anyways, if you stayed to watch this tool set, I mean, I'm gonna link it in the description in case you wanna see it. I'll link a Park Tool one as well so you can see what you would get for that same amount of money. It's up to you, whatever you want to spend your money on. I'm just saying that for me, this was the best bang for buck because what I spent on, or what I saved on this, I can buy tools for other things that I need for other projects like working on a car or my job for that matter. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you next time.